Well, thank you very much for that. Will be the beginning of the end, I will say, of those 2 days. I'm super happy that we had so many people there. I know that sometimes the quality is better than the quantity, and I'm super satisfied, very proud of all the work that was done. Also, all the exchange and the interaction that we were able to make between participants here. They share the same questions, share the same concern, have the same goal. So thank you very much, all of you, to have made the travel here, either yesterday, today, sometimes for some of you, the 2 days together. Thanks a lot for the participants, the speakers, who prepare content, who were on stage. Thanks very much for all the hackers, hackathon participants. Thanks again. Without you, no prizes, no sessions. And I really do, I would like to highlight again that the criteria that were used for making the ranking of the winners of the hackathon, that was like innovation, contribution to Gaia-X source code, contribution to open source, using Gaia-X source code, and all of that was done. So again, very impressed. And with that, I think I'm handing over to left, right?
Not
you.
The big boss always has the last word, so it's my turn right now. Okay, so.
He has a mic.
Yeah, I have the microphone. So, well, what can I say? You know, tech stage comes to an end, and I could only repeat what Pierre already said. You know, thanks a lot to everybody who made this happening. Thanks a lot to all the attendees. Thanks a lot to the participants in the hackathon. I think that were great results. Before you leave, stay over here until the end. And apart from that, also to the really inspiring presentations we saw. I think, you know, there are always critics out there say, oh, well, we don't see that anything is moving at Gaia-X. And I think that event definitely has proven that wrong. There's a lot of happening, and it's going definitely in the right direction. You can see how much you can achieve in even a day and a half of hackathons. So, and last but not least, thanks a lot to all the attendees, especially coming from abroad, some just across the border, some a little bit farther. So when you go home, safe travels, and I hope to see you again, maybe next year or some other time. Now, before I hand over to Ulrich, because representing the Luxembourgish hub and then handing over to the IESBL, I have something that I would like to hand over in the safe hands of the IESBL, and for that I would like to ask Arnaud Lambert from Lux Provide on stage. Representing the youngest member of the Gaia-X, well, I said representing, not being, okay? Representing the youngest member of the Gaia-X ISBL. Thanks a lot for joining.
Thank you.
And with that, I'd hand over to Ulrich.
With pleasure. Would you like to say a few words about your organization?
Yes, thank you. So my name is Arnaud Lambert, and I represent, I'm the CEO of Lux Provide. Lux Provide is actually operating the national supercomputer of Luxembourg, and called Luxina. And why do we want to join Gaia-X? I mean, actually, so we run super duper technology. We're very pleased with that, and we have Valentin here with the CTO. And that's a pleasure to have already that. We also work a lot with a lot of very inspiring, but I would say very advanced people, going from Earth observation, simulation, to digital twins, to a lot of different things. Being in the health sector, in various industrial sectors too. You have technology, you have models, but in the end where we see the edge is in delivering results, it's all about the data. And data in all those projects, being research projects, being industrial projects, it's not only your data, it's really exchange of data, source of data, structuring of data, security of data, origin of identity, etc. So all the problem, all the challenges that actually Gaia-X is actually addressing very successfully in stages is very key for the future and for us as national supercomputer with all the actors we represent and support. We want to give an edge and participate in that with our own experience and contribution. That's why we are joining.
Perfect. And let's take a picture again. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, and Ralf, your team, your ministry, I would really thank you for hosting us here in this really historic building, a bit more than 50 years old. one of the starting points of the European Union. And we always like to come to Luxembourg, enjoy your hospitality, enjoy your good food. So really good catering here. Thank you very much again for this, and a big applause. And I would also like to thank the organizers of this event, our comms team, especially Alexandra, where is she? Over there, for putting all this together, for organizing it, doing the dissemination, and also from Evan for putting the technical program together and organizing the hackathon. And I learned that in the team of the second winner, there are a few people from Porto. Yeah, and by coincidence, we will have a meeting mid of June of the Data Spaces Business Committee. Yeah, so here today, mainly technical people organized in the technical committee are together. And we will have a similar meeting of the Data Spaces Business Committee, where the different ecosystems, so our domains or verticals, or however you call it, we call them ecosystems, the lighthouses and the hubs are together, and we will meet in Porto. As Gaia-X team, we take this opportunity to have a team meeting also in Porto on Monday and Tuesday. Now you help me, 10th and 11th? Yeah, 10th and 11th of June. And as some of the DSBC members will already arrive the day before, the meeting of the Data Spaces Business Committee will be on June 12th and 13th. We have rented a rooftop bar on the evening of the 11th, and I would like to invite those of you who are from Porto to join us on the evening of the 11th. So reach out to Cosmina or Alessandra or to Katarina to get the information, and then looking forward to see you there, and also providing you the opportunity to meet our network, our lighthouses, so the really grown-up data spaces and data spaces which are already in operation. Yeah, we are a bit ahead of time, but I hope you don't mind if we close a bit earlier. Still, I would like to make one final announcement. We had a meeting of the board of directors this morning. Decided several things. By the way, one thing, and we will propose it to the ordinary General Assembly meeting on June 5th of this year, so not too far, 2 weeks or something like that. To reduce the membership fee for our end-user members. The end-users are, I think, finally the most important users in our member group in our community, because they are providing the challenges, the business demands, and providing also finally the market for the service providers, the cloud providers, the system integrators, the consulting companies of this world, helping to implement Gaia-X-based data spaces. And therefore, it is important for us to get even more end users on board, be it large corporates, be it companies from outside of Europe, or be it small and medium-sized companies, or even startups. And for startups, and some of you might be working for startups or have the potential to create a startup. These startups will have a new membership fee, which is, instead of 5,000 euro, which is the minimum fee for a company, will be now 1,000 euro. Still, for a startup, 1,000 euro is a lot, but maybe next year you can join the hackathon and win at least 1,000 euro, so you should have the membership fee for the first year. And we decided on another topic, to be able to further increase our innovation potential. We are on a way really we are innovative, and this TechX, the 2 days, demonstrated it. The results of the hackathons demonstrated it. We are creating innovative solutions, and we would like to further increase our innovation potential within our community, within the Gaia-X team, within the Gaia-X management team. And therefore, the board of directors this morning decided to appoint Pierre Gronlier as our new Chief Innovation Officer. Yeah, Pierre, so a new role for you. And Pierre, with this, will ensure a unified vision and mission and further increase our innovation potential within the Gaia-X community. For the moment, Pierre will remain in the CTO position as an, how have we formulated it? Let me put it as an acting CTO. This means I'm now announcing that we are looking for a new CTO. So all of you who feel motivated here to join our team to further enhance our technical competence, to help us to further grow our community, to help us to be here in 2 years with extra chairs in the rows because the existing chairs would not be enough. All of you are invited to send an application to me. We will publish in this moment openly the job position, and you find the description of the responsibilities but also of the requirements for this position, and it is open until June 14th. So for another 3 weeks roughly, you have the opportunity to apply for this position. If you should have any questions, reach out to me. Otherwise, please send your motivation letter, send your CV, and the selection process will be done by the board of directors because this is a so-called Secretary General position, and it is in the responsibility of the board of directors to select and nominate this Secretary General in this way, or in this moment, the Chief Technology Officer. We are looking at our management team so far. We are not well balanced when it comes to the gender balance. So I'm also motivating ladies who feel qualified for this position to put in their application for this to help us also to further increase our gender balance. Looking here in the audience, I think we are also not that much balanced, and I ask all of you to help us to bring more women in tech in all the different positions. We had a very, for me, very impressive Gaia-X Hub meeting, I think back in February. Was it February in France? No, it was March. It was March because it was March 8th. You know, I've been working for another organization before, headquartered in Berlin. And Berlin is a city, I think the only city in the world where the International Women's Day is a public holiday, a bank holiday, because Berlin has the most or the less public holidays in Germany. It's different for the regions. So since 3 years, the International Women's Day is a public holiday in Germany. And it was exactly that day that we had the meeting of the French Gaia-X Hub. And we took the opportunity of having this International Women's Day to bring all the women on stage at the Gaia-X Hub meeting in France, in Bercy, in the Ministry of Finance. And it was an impressive group of, I'd say, at least 50 women, which we had there on stage with a very nice picture. And today, we would also like to make a picture, and Alexandra or Anna, you need to help me where we will take the picture. Here, down here, or, yeah? So, And this would be the last point of our agenda stage picture. So we are exactly 30 minutes ahead of agenda, ahead of time, but let's do it now as the final formal act of this TechX number 7 in Luxembourg. Please join me here on stage, although it's not a real stage, but join me here to have a team picture of all the participants. And thank you very much for your engagement here.
Ja. One more.